My ex locked me out, drained our bank account, and thought my baby and I had nowhere left to go. Then I fell asleep on a stranger's shoulder. During our flight, completely unaware that the man beside me would become the one person who could expose every lie he had spent years hiding. I fell asleep on a stranger's shoulder on a flight to Charlotte. I thought he was just a kind man. I had no idea what he could do. My name is Brooke. My daughter Lily is 11 months old. A week before that flight, my husband Trevor changed the locks while I sat in a doctor's office with her. By the time I drove home, my key didn't work. His new girlfriend's car was already in my driveway. By that night, our joint account was empty. When I told people, they said I was being dramatic. So I packed one suitcase, one folded stroller, and $400. And I left Dallas. On the plane, Lily started crying before takeoff. A woman across the aisle groaned. Great. A baby on this flight. I held Lily closer and stared at my lap. Then the man beside me spoke. The baby didn't choose to be here, ma'am. Maybe the adults can choose to be patient. The woman went quiet. He didn't flirt. He didn't ask questions. He just helped me tuck the stroller away and made Lily laugh with a folded napkin. I'm Reed, he said. I was so tired, I couldn't keep my eyes open. Somewhere over the clouds, I fell asleep on his shoulder. When I woke up, we were landing. He hadn't moved an inch so he wouldn't wake me or the baby. You needed that, he said softly. Before we walked off the plane, he wrote his number on a napkin. If you ever need anything, call me. I almost laughed. What could a stranger do for me? I put the napkin in my pocket and forgot about it. A week later, I tried to rent a small apartment. The screen turned red. $48,000 of debt. In my name. A loan I never opened. The mailing address was Trevor's office. I called him shaking. He laughed. You're too emotional to understand money. Nobody believes you over me. Then the text started. You'll get nothing. No judge listens to a hysterical woman. You can't even feed Lily without me. Come home before you embarrass yourself. Then the worst one came. A jobless woman who ran off with a baby loses custody. Keep fighting me and you lose Lily too. I read it 10 times. My hands would not stop shaking. That night I sat on the floor of a cheap motel while Lily slept. $400, a baby, and a debt I never made. For weeks I had felt small and stupid and alone, but sitting there, I stopped crying. I pulled the napkin out of my pocket. I was done being told I was nothing. I called. Reed answered on the second ring. Brooke, he said, tell me everything. 2 days later, Trevor demanded to meet. He wanted to settle this like adults. I agreed, but I didn't go alone. I brought the only person who had been kind to me. Trevor walked in with his mother, Eleanor. She was dressed for a luncheon, face sharp as glass. She looked Reed up and down like he was nothing. Who's this? Your new charity case? Trevor smirked. Let's talk like adults, Brooke. You're making a scene over nothing. I said nothing. That made him bolder. What's the plan? Run? You can't even make rent. You'll be paying that debt for the rest of your life. And then I'll take Lily, because no judge hands a baby to a woman living in a motel. Eleanor sniffed. She was always the dramatic one. No wonder my son looked elsewhere. I felt the old shame rise in my throat. Then I remembered I wasn't alone anymore. Trevor leaned back, enjoying himself. Be honest with yourself, Brooke. No money, no lawyer, no home. You can't fight me. He glanced at Reed and laughed. And what's he going to do? You think this guy is going to save you? Eleanor laughed too. Look at him. He can't even afford a decent suit. The room went quiet. Reed set his hand flat on the table and looked Trevor in the eye. Say the rest, Reed said calmly. Tell her again what she can't do. Trevor's smirk didn't move. Fine. She's broke. She has nothing. She can't even pay her own debt. Reed nodded slowly. She can't, but I can. Full story on channel. Link below.